You're 62 years old. Social Security will send you $1,800 a month right now, or you can wait until 67 and get $2,571 every month instead. That's a $771 difference every single month for the rest of your life. Choose wrong? You could lose $78,000 or more over your lifetime. In the next 9 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly which option puts more money in your pocket, with real numbers, real math, and zero guessing games. Here's why this decision tortures people. Social Security makes you a deal that sounds terrible. Take your money now and we'll cut your checks by 30%. Wait 5 years and get the full amount. It feels like a punishment either way. And here's what makes it worse. Everyone's got an opinion. Your brother-in-law says take it early because you never know what'll happen. Your financial advisor says wait because the math works out better. Your neighbor took it at 62 and swears it was the right call. Who's actually right? Think of this like choosing between two retirement paychecks from the same job. One starts immediately but pays less per month. The other starts 5 years later but pays significantly more forever. The trick is figuring out which paycheck gives you more money over your entire lifetime. And that's exactly what we're about to figure out. No complicated formulas. No, it depends. Just clear answers with real numbers. The real numbers, what you'll actually get. Let's start with what Social Security will actually pay you. Your full retirement age, that's the age Social Security considers normal retirement, is 67 if you were born in 1960 or later. That's most people watching this video. At age 67, let's say your full benefit is $2,571 per month. That's roughly the average for someone who had a solid working career. Your number might be different, but these percentages work the same for everyone. Now here's what happens if you claim early at 62. Social Security reduces your check by about 0.5% for each month before your full retirement age. That's 60 months early. Do the math. That's a 30% reduction permanently. So your $2,571 becomes $1,800 per month instead. That $1,800 never goes up to $2,571. Ever. Even when you hit 67. Even when you hit 80. You're locked in at that reduced rate for life. But here's the thing everyone misses. You're getting that $1,800 for 60 extra months while the person who waits gets nothing. Let's add that up. $1,800 times 60 months equals $108,000. That's $108,000 in your pocket before the person waiting until 67 gets their first check. So the real question becomes, does that 5-year head start ever get caught up? And if so, when? The break-even point. When does waiting pay off? Here's where the rubber meets the road. You took it at 62. You're getting $1,800 a month. You collected $108,000 by age 67. Your neighbor waited until 67. They're getting $2,571 a month. That's $771 more than you every single month. When does your neighbor's bigger check catch up to your head start? Every month after 67, they're gaining $771 on you. To make up your $108,000 head start, they need 140 months. That's 11 years and 8 months. Add that to age 67. The break-even point is age 78 and 8 months. Here's what that means in plain English. If you live past 78, waiting until 67 makes you more money over your lifetime. If you don't make it to 78, taking it at 62 was the better call financially. Now, before you run to your computer to file at 62, here's the catch everyone forgets. Still with me? Good, because this next part is critical. That break-even calculation assumes something that isn't true, that your $1,800 and their $2,571 stay exactly the same. They don't. Every year, Social Security adjusts for inflation. It's called a COLA, cost of living adjustment. In 2024, it was 3.2%. Some years it's higher, some years lower. Here's the problem. That COLA applies to your monthly amount. If you're getting $1,800, a 3% raise is $54. If they're getting $2,571, that same 3% raise is $77. Over time, that gap gets bigger and bigger. By age 80, your check might be $2,500, while theirs is $3,571. By age 85, yours might be $3,000, while theirs is $4,285. That's an extra $1,285 per month, every single month, at age 85. When you factor in these growing COLAs, the break-even age drops to around 77, and the gap after that gets enormous. By age 90, the person who waited until 67 has collected roughly $78,000 more than you over their lifetime. But wait! When does taking it early actually make sense? I just showed you that waiting usually wins. But here's the truth. Sometimes taking it at 62 is absolutely the right call. Here's when you should seriously consider claiming at 62. Scenario 1. You're not healthy. If you got serious health issues, I'm talking conditions that realistically might shorten your life, then getting that 5-year head start makes sense. You're betting you won't reach that break-even age of 77 or 78. That's a calculation only you can make, but don't ignore it. Scenario 2, you need the money now. Not want it. Need it. You lost your job at 62, can't find new work, and you're burning through savings. Or you're facing foreclosure. Or mounting medical bills you can't pay. Social Security isn't supposed to be an emergency fund, but if it's the difference between keeping your house and losing it, take the money. You can't eat a bigger check at 67 if you're homeless at 63. Scenario 3, you're still working and earning good money. Wait, doesn't this belong in the wait until 67 column? Here's the twist. If you're 62 and still working, and you earn more than $23,400 this year, Social Security takes back $1 for every $2 you earn over that limit. So if you're earning $50,000 a year at age 62, you lose most of your Social Security benefit anyway. In that case, there's 0 point in claiming early. Wait until you actually stop working or until you hit 67, when the earnings limit disappears completely. Scenario 4, you've got a much younger spouse. If your spouse is 10 plus years younger than you and didn't earn much on her own, they might qualify for spousal benefits based on your record. The math gets complicated here, but sometimes claiming earlier helps them more, especially if you're the higher earner. One checkpoint here. Notice I'm not telling you to take it early because you might die or because Social Security might run out. Those are terrible reasons. Social Security isn't going anywhere. It's backed by the federal government. And statistically, if you're healthy at 62, you got better than even odds of making it past that 78-year break-even point. Let me show you the 3 mistakes I see all the time and how much they cost. Mistake 1, taking it early because I earned it. I get it. You work for 40 years. You want your money. But this isn't about emotion, it's about math. I talked to someone last year who took Social Security at 62 because he deserved it after 42 years of factory work. He's 73 now. He's healthy. He just did the calculation. Waiting would have put an extra $72,000 in his pocket by now and counting. That's money he'll never get back. The decision is permanent. Mistake 2, ignoring your spouse's benefit. If you're married, you're not just choosing for yourself. When you die, your spouse gets a higher their benefit or yours. So if you take your benefit at 62 and lock in that reduced rate, your spouse might be stuck with that lower amount for 20, 30, even 40 more years after you're gone. For a couple, waiting often makes even more sense because it protects the surviving spouse. Mistake 3, not checking your earnings record first. Before you decide anything, log into SSA.gov and check your earnings history. I've seen people with 10 years of zero earnings listed, from jobs that didn't report correctly or married names not matching records. If your record is wrong, your benefit calculation is wrong. Fix that first. It can boost your benefit by hundreds per month, which completely changes the 62 versus 67 math. All right, here's exactly what to do next. First, log into SSA.gov and pull your benefit estimate. You need your real numbers, not my examples, to make this decision. Look at what you get at 62, 67, and 70. The difference might surprise you. Second, run your own break-even calculation using your actual benefit amounts. Take the difference between your age 67 and age 62 amounts. Divide your 5-year head start by that monthly difference. That's your break-even age. Third, be honest about your health and your life expectancy. Check your family history. Look at your current health. Are you more likely to make it to 80 or more likely not to? This isn't pleasant, but it's reality. Fourth, factor in whether you're still working. If you're earning more than $23,400 a year, claiming at 62 probably makes 0 sense. Wait until you actually retire. Fifth, if you're married, run these numbers for both of you. Think about survivor benefits. The decision that's best for you might not be best for both of you. If this breakdown is finally making sense, hit that subscribe button. We break down complicated benefit rules like this every single week: Medicare, VA benefits, retirement strategies, all in plain English. Here's the bottom line. For most healthy people, waiting until 67 puts more money in your pocket over your lifetime. A lot more money. We're talking $78,000 or more by age 90. But if you need the money now, or if your health says you might not make it to that break-even point, taking it at 62 can absolutely be the right call. The key is making a decision based on your actual numbers and your actual situation, not fear, not emotion, not what your neighbor did. Next week, I'm breaking down Social Security at 67 versus 70, because waiting even longer can boost your benefit by another 24%. You don't want to miss that one. Drop a comment below. Are you planning to take Social Security early, or are you waiting? I read every comment.